Hello and welcome everyone to 120 Days of Movie Podcasts. This is episode 69 for real this time.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
and we picked
Nice.
and we're apologies first and foremost just because we it's going to be redacted or not redacted, I guess added to the last episode. This is a pretty intense film.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep using intense. I don't know if that's the best word. Controversial? Not really.
Uh, yeah,
I think intense
traumatizing,
fits.
honestly.
Or
Yeah.
Traumatizing. Yeah, I like
or that, yeah.
traumatizing. Yeah. But yeah, just the introductions first. I'm Chuck. And then I'll introduce you guys. Daniel,
Oh,
say
okay.
something.
It's me. I'm that one.
Yeah, and then Brandon.
Yep, that's me.
Brandon.
Brandon. I've had some people spell it like that.
Brandan.
That's
Yeah.
pretty silly. That's like a common name though. Okay, whatever.
Brandan? It sounds like like if there was a really lame mascot for like Raisin Bran, like that's the name of the raisin. Brandan.
Yeah, yeah. And is he a big raisin, you think?
Probably, right?
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
There's only two things I associate with Raisin Bran. One is raisin, and one is like shits. So he's got to be one of those two things.
Yeah, true. Old people, but they
Mhm.
eat it because kind of gross. Um, okay, so yeah, we watched a movie called Once Were Warriors. It's a New Zealand film, directed by Lee Tamahori, or I could be mispronouncing that. I apologize. And it's also based on a book. Um,
Mm.
and
Mhm.
interestingly enough, I think this is like a trilogy of books. And I think a sequel movie was made, but it wasn't as popular. There's some weird things. Not
Oh,
weird, but like yeah, there's more to the movie. But I liked how the movie ended off, kind of. And I mean, I guess we're just gonna spoil the movie anyway.
me
It's kind of
too.
Mm.
a
Yeah.
yeah. We kind of have to just with the way it's set up. But yeah, this is a 1994 movie. It's based on a family who is of the Maori tribe. They're the indigenous people. They're an indigenous people of New Zealand. And I didn't know this, so I had to do a lot of looking up afterwards and research. But yeah, they live in New Zealand. They live in South Ackerland, and yeah, they are kind of a family that's down on their luck. They are kind of surviving like paycheck to paycheck. They're the main character, I guess you would say, was the mom, and I think her
Yeah.
name is Beth.
Mm.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
and then yeah, she's married to this guy named Jake, who's kind of just an asshole.
Mm.
Yeah.
um, yeah, Jake's kind of a horrible person, and
Abusive.
yeah, and he's kind of like the head of the house. Like he's helping paying for things and stuff like that. And as the movie goes on, you kind of realize that like, oh yeah, they like to have like house parties hosted by Jake and his friends, and you kind of see how bad Jake is to his wife, and then also kind of his kids as well. And their kids are always in a lot of trouble, especially the oldest, right? The oldest is he kind of goes away and he joins kind of the tribe in a sense, like he becomes a warrior, like he gets face
Oh,
tattoos. And
Oh yeah,
I think
gang.
that he joins a gang.
yeah. I
I
was
think maybe they've sort of yeah.
yeah, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, it's like a after school club.
You're right. Yeah.
But yeah, so as the film goes on, you kind of realize, wow, Jake is kind of a horrible person and he surrounds himself with horrible people. And a horrible thing happens to his daughter involving one of his friends. And after that happens, the daughter goes through like a deep depression and then takes her own life. And that's kind of where the
Yeah.
movie goes really insane. Just because it just is so man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just like so disheartening, and there's a lot of
Mm.
sadness from that point on. Beth actually takes her daughter to her homeland, and that's where she's buried. And they have a kind of a ceremony for her in the Maori tradition. So that happens, but also kind of Jake is an asshole, so he stays at home and he doesn't really care what's going on. And they come back, and then it's revealed what happened to their daughter. and the mother finds this out and then reveals this to Jake, who's at a bar with the friend who did that atrocious crime, and then Jake like almost kills this other guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the Beth kind of finally stands up to Jake and says, "Okay, I'm going to leave." And she gives a great monologue, and she says the movie title, "We were once warriors," and that's a great scene. I love how that
Mm.
was delivered, and
Yeah, me too.
I love how she finally stood up to him, and because like the way Jake is kind of presented the entire movie, like Beth has never really stood up to him, so it was very like cathartic to finally see that, and it was a great moment. But yeah, very very crazy film.
Mm.
Very
Yeah.
like yeah, you I mean from just you wouldn't have known how intense this kind of film would have been just from like the poster or from a synopsis or brief synopsis.
Yeah, it really kind
Yeah.
of, I mean, we already said it sort of half jokingly, but it kind of, it does just get kind of worse and worse for the family, you know?
Hmm.
Um, that's, yeah. So just as you think kind of you've got a handle on what we're dealing with here, uh, something else just really tragic, happens. So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the
but
first. Oh, go ahead, Chuck.
nope, don't care. I don't care.
Uh,
You go.
and I was gonna say like the first party that they have where there's the scene where he just starts like beating up Beth. That
Hmm.
was when I was
mm,
like, oh damn, yeah, this is like they're being very visual with that.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even like go into detail like how badly he beats her up. Like she like is like kind of better in the first day it happens.
Yeah.
Uh, and her
Mm,
face is like all swollen and like beyond like not beyond repair. Obviously, she gets better, but like it's horrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, I think part of why it's so striking beyond just the obvious thing is uh, we talked about, I forget if we were recording just like that. I think maybe all of us, except maybe Brendan, who chose it, like didn't really know what to expect. And the first, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the movie, it's like clear that you've got this family that are like, kind of living in hard times, like their house is not, it's clear that they're like pretty low income or whatever word you want to use, phrase you
Hmm.
want to use. But you see all these kids, the siblings seem to get along, mom's at home. The first scene between Beth and Jake is like pretty loving, and they sort of have a fight, but like very kind of within the sort of healthy bounds you would expect from a relationship. It opens and he's just lost his job and tells her he's just gone on unemployment. She's stressed by that, and they sort of have a back and forth, but like it doesn't get physical.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like it's not a long time, but it's like it sort of lulls you into, it lulled me anyway, into the sense of like, okay, like I said, I think I know what I'm watching here. And in fact, I mean, it feels sort of awful to say now, but I think this is by design. It's like Jake, for the first 15 minutes or however long, I mean, he's very charismatic.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. That's a good
yeah,
way to
Yeah.
put it. Yeah.
right. Like we see him, in one of our first scenes with just him or him and his friends, he does beat up a guy, but it's sort of like, I mean, I'm not condoning any sort of violence, but it's like, it's like he gets into a bar fight with a guy that everyone thinks is an asshole, basically,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's sort of,
So it's
it is
like he
presented as
seems
like,
he
oh
deserves it.
man, sorry, what was that, Brendan?
Oh no, just like it seemed like he deserved it. Like that's how they.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like, okay, this is pretty tough neighborhood, whatever. Like, and this dude who's being an asshole just got like his ass beat, and everyone almost, I think, kind of cheers.
Hmm.
Um, and and he likes to sing. He's got all these friends. It's just like very, like even more than like innocuous. Like he's actively, I was like, oh, this is a cool character. And then like it all breaks down with that scene we just talked about of him like really savagely beating his wife, Beth, that's
Yeah.
right name.
For no
Um,
reason either. It like
oh yeah, right.
yeah, it's like obviously there's never should be a reason to do something as horrible like that, but like he does it without even like I don't know, it's just
Mhm.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're kind of, it's interesting because it's sort of almost, it's like in hindsight that you don't like quite, there's, you don't have the context, because I think too of, they're having this party at their house. It's just like a recurring thing that happens multiple times where he spends all his day at this bar, the Royal Tavern, I think was the name of it. And then on some days he just shouts out to the whole bar, party at my place, and everyone goes to their house after. And
Yeah, that seems horrible. I would be miserable.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
especially with all the
people.
kids around.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's anyway. But so I bring that up not just to point out what an asshole move it is, but because it's like, so all the kids are literally, like sleeping upstairs. And it cuts to them and it's like, okay, they're like not super happy with the fact there's like all this noise downstairs, obviously, But they like put this special emphasis, the daughter in particular, Grace, puts this emphasis on like, there's a scene where her two parents are singing together. Someone
Yeah,
brought a guitar and they're both singing and then the whole, and it's a nice scene, and
Yeah.
she's sitting by the door listening to them and says something like, oh, isn't it great when they're like that? And the son, Mark, says something like, yeah, as long as it lasts or whatever, something kind of like that can be read as kind of, okay, yeah, this 13-year-old boy doesn't really care about the lovey-dovey stuff like his sister does. But in the context of like what is so horrible is like, you kind of know maybe they're all just waiting for the violence to break out.
yeah,
Like it becomes clear that, yeah, really just what the pattern is,
yeah. I could tell they were on edge, like in that
Right.
scene when they
Yeah.
were just laying there.
Yeah. No, I mean that's I think pretty great filmmaking, frankly. Because it's just that you can sort of sense something doesn't really feel like we're missing a piece. And for me, at least, because I'm naive, I didn't expect things to get so violent. You know what I mean? But once we're there, it's like, oh, okay. Like I see what their normal is. Anyway.
Yeah. The actor that ended up like raping the daughter, did he seem familiar to any of you guys?
Yeah, I looked him up.
Yeah, I did not look him up. Is it? Do you remember his name?
Yeah, it's Cliff Curtis because I have it up. He also looked very familiar to me. He was in Training Day, I think is what I
Oh,
knew
okay.
from.
Yeah, I've seen Training
And
Day.
yeah, and he also apparently I didn't see this, but he was in Avatar: The Way of Water. So
No, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Dude, come on.
yeah. That's what I said. I haven't seen it, so I
Oh,
don't know who he is.
I thought
I
you were
don't know.
gonna say Brandon hasn't seen this. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Yeah,
Brandon
I know
watched it
Brendan is
opening day.
right. I know it's not a franchise you like are especially close to, Brendan, but he was in Avatar too. So.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, wait, this guy seems very familiar in a movie where like everyone else seemed like new people, like first time actors probably.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like a, and I mean, I think all the casts were New Zealanders, and I think all of them
Yeah,
were Maori. I can't even pronounce it.
yeah.
Uh,
Maori, I think is how you say it.
Maori. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cool how like authentic they
Mhm.
kept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had a hard time understanding everything. Like that New Zealand accent is tough. I can't pick it out.
Oh, that's interesting. I actually didn't have too much trouble, but it's funny. Different people have sort of different ears for accents, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But overall, it was like the performances were amazing. Like
Mm.
everyone was so good. Like when you have characters that you hate, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and it's like they're all so like even as we talked about, like there's some real monsters. I mean,
Hmm.
and the fact that like they still seem human, and it's not to say like that I really can empathize with them, but that I certainly can empathize with their actions. But like, it's like my wife says a lot, like assholes aren't assholes all the time. Like the fact that
That's a
it's
good
like,
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
yeah, like just sometimes you have one where it's like, yeah, you're right. I agree with you. Where it's like, oh, if you have a character that you really viscerally hate, like absolutely, like there's got to be a good performance in there, good writing, but that doesn't always really feel real, right? Like
Mm.
our life doesn't really have like villains in the way that I don't know. some movies do, where it's kind of you're labeled the bad guy.
Yeah, no one's like Lex Luthor all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's almost like almost like, depending on the scene you watch, you wouldn't know like who the real scumbags are, because there's a lot of people we meet in this movie.
Yeah, and
And
it's also like you also kind of root for Jake at the end when he's beating the shit out of the other guy.
sure, yeah, it's all
Oh yeah.
complicated, and even the feeling. I mean, now we're really getting to just like the family dynamic stuff, which I think really is like the meat of this in a lot of ways. It's like, even the sentiment, it's complicated of like so much. I think of Beth and Jake's dynamic has to do with her appeasing him, right? Like trying not to make him angry. I think of the scene where they or the kind of sequence where they rent a car to go visit the middle son, who's like in basically like juvie, and he ends up, he's sort of being positive and sort of the image of a good father, starting the drive. They end up stopping at the bar, and he stays at the bar all day, and they never make it to see the son.
Yeah.
But in the midst of that happening, the Beth is like going into the bar to say to him like, "Hey, should we? The kids are hungry. Do you want to like get going?" And it's sort of very gently coaxing him. And Grace says, "Well, what? I don't understand. Like he's being an asshole. What? Why can't we do anything about it?" And her answer is like, "Well, have you ever seen him like this? Like almost like we can't ruin it. Like if I go in and tell him he's being a jerk,
Oh
it's gonna ruin
yeah.
everything." You know what I mean? Like it's this self.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't blame her, but it's this self-defeating sort of. He shows some good behavior, so you try to maintain that, then he slips back into the abusiveness. You don't want to correct because you don't want to. You think that's going to make it worse. Like it puts all the onus on Beth. Anyway, yeah, it's like just all these really, I think, sort of subtle and authentic feeling, but awful sort of family dynamics that are
Yeah.
happening.
I do love how strong like Beth is throughout the film, even after like getting beaten by Jake.
Mm.
Like she's still like throughout the movie, like in multiple scenes, she still like talks back to him or like sticks up for herself with words, like
Mm-hmm.
despite all of that. So like I think that shows a lot about her character. And like you kind of get some of that in like the backstory of like how she grew up and the monologue at the end where she does say like, "Oh, we come from like warriors," basically. So I don't know. It was just like
Mm-hmm.
really cool little like snippets of her background, and it's like that gave me the support of like who she was throughout the film, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I think to your point, like it's an important distinction, or I think it adds to her character that like she is sort of trapped in this like cycle of domestic violence. Like, I mean, how do I put this? Like, she's powerless not because she doesn't try to exercise power. Like, yeah, she does stand up for herself. She tries to stand up for her kids, despite the scene I just described. Like, yeah, I mean, the first fight we see them get into, the first beating, really, is because like she's like talking back or something. I don't really remember what happens, but something like she's not a mouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that it's like really she doesn't have any. She can't control him. Like she just sort of can't.
Oh yeah, it's like you
Like
can't reason with a maniac.
right. Like when she stands up for herself, he either just leaves or beats her up. Like she can't stop him from going somewhere. She can't stop him from doing anything. Like it's just kind of. So yeah, it's like it's even like less it's we're not looking at like the consequences of her actions or inaction. We're like looking at the fact that her actions have no consequences on their dynamic. You know what I mean? Like she just can't. It's like she can't change anything,
Yeah.
which is kind of it's interesting then. Like, or I think it adds to it that we find out that she had sort of stayed with him this long despite her family or her father specifically. I don't know if you remember that scene. Right towards the end where she talks about
Yeah, I
she,
guess you're.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
yeah, like she talks about she was gonna. So I don't know all the nuance. I don't know that much about anything really about Maori history. I did a little bit of reading, like after watching this movie. But there's like different tribes, I guess, and also it seems like there's people today, some of which live like on more like tribe lands and live kind of traditional Maori lives, and some who live in like the city, like live in areas that are, how do I put this, like the life that a kind of post-colonial life,
Yeah, like more modern life.
Yeah, more modern.
Mhm.
And she lived in these tribe lands. Her father told her, if you marry this guy, I'll see you when it all falls apart. You'll come back when it all falls apart. So she told herself, I'm never going back. Like I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. And I don't know. Yeah, that's just sort of, I think, and she feels she clearly feels an immense guilt for that, because when she tells this story, she's telling it to Grace after she's died. She's saying it at her funeral. So anyway, yeah, I think it's just, we're sort of sitting there like, why is she even there? You know what I mean? Why is she taking this? Like, and I think that is sort of partially the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. I was just gonna add like one other thing for that was that one scene where can't remember exactly what was happening, but he basically says like, "Oh, like, do you love me?" And then she's like, "Yeah, that's the problem. I do." So you can tell like she does have this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure.
If you go, yeah, like that, she still does care about him or like love him in a way that like I guess she can't let go of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean it's hard because he's like the father of her kids too. Like you can't. It's hard to give up on someone like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, I think like it can be true. I mean, like if it's like, it's awful, but like that's what makes it an abusive relationship, right? Like they wouldn't have a relationship if she didn't love him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's where a lot of his power comes from. Um, Something to pivot a little bit. Something else I thought was sort of like a fascinating character, um, uh, quirk of Jake, or kind of an exploration of his characters. There's that scene. Um, it maybe is after Grace has just died, or maybe before. I don't remember, where she said he's like gonna hit her again, and she says like, you're still a slave. You're just a slave to your fists. You're a slave to violence. And it is true that like through the whole movie, like his response to kind of everything is violence. And it starts in a place that like seems, I don't know, relatively normal. Like we talk about, he beats up the guy in the bar, right? Like, but as the movie goes on, it's just like he is so out of his depth, where like he just doesn't, he's just not equipped, after like the way he's lived his life, like to like respond to these horrifying situations with anything other than violence. Like the scene in particular that I think is like so affecting is, it's after Grace has died, and it maybe is just after this fight, and he sees outside the tree that she hung herself from, and he grabs an axe and goes to chop down the tree, and breaks the axe on the tree, in fact, and just breaks down in front of it. He like falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like, that accomplishes nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm not like, everyone grieves in different ways. I'm not trying to say there's a logic to it, but I think it just sort of illustrates like that's his response. He sees this thing, has this horrifying memory associated with it, so he's got to cut down the tree. You know, it's just like that's what he's capable of. That's what he's used to. Like he can't talk about it. He couldn't even go to the hospital. He can't go to the funeral. Can't be with his kids. But he can cut down that tree. Like that's what he's got.
That's all he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have fun facts to kind of lighten the mood a little bit.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, some fun facts. And I'm reading this is Wikipedia, so this could also be bullshit. So, this is like the highest grossing movie ever in New Zealand, even surpassing Jurassic Park when it came out.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, so in Jurassic Park has nothing on this movie to New Zealand.
And this came out the same year as Jurassic Park. Oh, this is 94. What was Jurassic Park? 93?
Yeah, 93. Whoa,
Okay.
good. You get a cookie for that one.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah, thank you. I'll be waiting.
Oh no, this is also 94.
Yeah,
Wait,
this
I
movie was
yeah,
94. and I said, when was Jurassic Park? 93?
Nope.
Is that right?
Ignore me. Yep. Ignore me. I'm a
Okay.
dumb, a bumbling idiot.
No, that's
And
what we
the
do as our host.
yeah, exactly. The other fun fact was the main actor who plays Jake. His name is Tatamura Morrison. He would get like this is from IMDb, so
Hmm.
obviously whatever. He would get challenged to fights all the time by local
Hmm.
thugs.
Jeez.
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh, this guy is just the guy he plays."
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. Muss.
Yeah, but yeah, funny that like I guess not. I hope he didn't get typecast and kind of because
Yeah,
I bet a lot of people in this movie when they came out, if they did have bigger roles after it, they're kind of just seen
mm,
as these characters forever, especially with how popular it was in New Zealand.
sure, sure. It's
Mm.
like, I mean, if it grossed more than Jurassic Park in New Zealand, it's like that's pretty synonymous, right? Like that's
Hmm.
like basically a movie everyone has seen.
Yeah.
Um, I was gonna say, I think that actor, just as another fun fact, is he? I guess I could have looked this up. Is he in Star Wars? Is he Boba
Yes,
Fett
I think he
or,
is. Yeah, yeah, I think
yeah, or one of
one
them? I'm not a
Wait,
one
Star
which
of
Wars
one?
guy.
Jake?
yeah,
Jake, yeah,
Jake.
Oh, I've never seen Star Wars.
really? Huh?
Hmm.
I don't. I don't
Well,
really
not
care
like
for
the
that. I don't.
original Boba Fett, right?
What's that? I
Not
think
the
they're the same. They're supposed to be the same person. That's the whole thing. They're clones, I think. So I don't know if he's really.
Oh, I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
No, you're right. Wow, he is.
he's got kind of a distinctive
Wow,
face.
that's
I
good.
recognize him somewhere.
Wow, Dan, impressive.
No, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
I have not seen those movies a lot, but I've seen like the one that he's in. I've seen like I watched them 100 times as a kid.
he's also Jango Fett. I don't know what that means.
That's like just another. They're all clones or something. So it's like there's a one that's kind of his son that grows up. One of I don't know which is which, but there's two of them.
Mm.
It doesn't matter.
I
This
don't
is the
know
wrong
my Star
podcast for
Wars.
that.
No, no, it's okay. I don't know my Star Wars lore.
Yeah, I really don't either. It's funny you'd think in three of us on a movie podcast, one of us would love Star Wars, but we don't.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen Star Wars, so
That's interesting. Like I said, I really don't care because I have never. I mean, everyone, everyone can like what they like. It's cool. I've never really got the Star Wars hype. It's never really resonated with me. But I'm surprised. It seems like one of you guys would have at least seen it or seen one of them.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I would like them. Um,
Yeah. They're good. I'd
yeah.
say it's like worth a watch.
No, yeah, especially the original. I mean, like the fact that like
Yeah,
they look so good for their time. Just never got around to
yeah, I
it.
understand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The tough thing
Also, this
about
is.
them now. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say quickly. The tough thing now, when I was a kid and I saw A New Hope for the first time, which is the first one that was released,
Mhm.
I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, yeah, this looks. How is this from whatever year it came out? In the 70s. Like
Yes, I
this,
think
that
75.
CGI looks. What's that? 1975? Yeah, something like that.
Oh, 77.
And
Sorry.
77. Okay. And it's actually because a lot of them at this point were like re-released with like different
Oh
effects and
yeah, they
stuff.
got remastered, restored.
Yeah, like Beyond
Yeah.
remastered. Anyway, that's a whole controversy. I'm not equipped to talk about. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah. I remember they also did the same thing for later Raiders of the Lost Ark.
did they? I don't.
I think so. I think people were
Hmm,
not happy that they restored Raiders for some reason,
hmm. Yeah, it's
which is
interesting. I don't
interesting
know.
because I feel like that's like kind of a cool thing. I don't know.
I think people felt like I can't really speak to either because I don't care about Star Wars very much, and I do love Raiders of the Lost Ark, but I didn't know there was a remaster thing. I think some people
Mhm.
felt like you are going almost like you're going back and changing like film history, like these movies like existed a certain way,
Oh,
and now
that's
and the
interesting.
other yeah, and the other thing I think was like George Lucas, the creator of both those franchises, um, was like trying to like get rid of all the old versions somehow. I don't really know how you accomplish that, but it was like some of
Oh,
those
dude,
older
that you're
versions are
making a
hard to
lost
find.
media. That sucks.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that was maybe the controversy or like part of it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah. He's kind of a I don't know all that much about George Lucas, but he simultaneously seems like a pretty like smart, kind of genuinely like visionary filmmaker, and
Mhm.
also like I don't know, makes some bizarre choices. like that.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe just kind of eccentric like that.
Yeah,
Also,
I guess
speaking of
so.
restorations, this movie would be great if like Criterion got their hands on it and did a restoration.
Mm, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
yeah.
it's
Why not?
apparently like I mean, New Zealand, especially for such a small country, like kind of exports a fair number of movies.
Yeah,
But
especially with like
yeah,
Taika Waititi.
sure, yeah, huh?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
But it seems like this kind of, from the little bit I read, kind of jettisoned, like kind of put New Zealand on the cinematic map, so to speak. You know,
Mhm. They also had a really good horror movie recently. Oh my God, Brendan probably knows it better than I do. The name, the one with the hand in a box. Don't don't talk to me now, or
Talk to Me. That's what
Oh
it's
yeah,
called
talk to
now.
Talk to
me.
Me. Yeah.
Talk to me. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were YouTubers, right? Like that was another
Yeah, they
cool
were.
thing.
Yeah, that's another cool thing. But they were New Zealand YouTubers, and
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
And I was gonna say the other interesting thing about it too. I was gonna say like Brendan was this between this and Boy, and oh my God, they could have not been like different movies.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, because you've seen Boy, right?
Yes, I have seen Boy. I will say, funny enough, there is one common thing between the two of them, which I was like, wow, that's interesting, but they kind of handle it in a way different way. So when you
hmm,
watch Boy, like if you ever do down the line, it's gonna be something where you're gonna be like, oh wow, that is like kind of a connecting thread.
interesting. Is it
Okay.
something like
Yeah.
that has to do with New Zealand, or is it just
No, no,
total
no, just
coincidence?
like a theme in both movies.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, Boy came out like 15 years after this movie, so it, that also kind of, I guess, changes some things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
I was also
uh,
gonna say because we didn't talk about him, but I really liked the character that lived in the car. That you could tell he really cared about Grace. I
yeah,
forgot his name
man.
though.
I forgot about that, and I like that how he kind of lives with them afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, the friend.
Hmm. I didn't like
Yeah,
how he
that
had
was.
the shit on his lip in the beginning. That kind of was very distracting.
Yeah, it was. Like,
Oh
and I was like, is
yeah.
that? It was like, especially for the first time you see him, I was like, is that? I was like, is that them really clumsily telling us he was like doing coke or something, or is he just got dry skin there? Like, I don't know. And we never saw it again, so I actually
Yeah.
don't really know what that was.
Yeah, it looks so. Yeah, it was very distracting.
Yeah.
I'll say, I was glad. I was worried. So if you remember, the last conversation he has with Grace is he tries to kiss her and she pushes him away because he doesn't, of course, realize she's just been assaulted. Um, and I was worried that was going to be like, I was worried he was never going to know that she died, and he was just going to never see her again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, I was like,
I
oh
thought you
my
were gonna say
god,
something
like
even crazier, Dan. I thought you were gonna say
what?
she was gonna get assaulted again by him, and I'm like, dude,
No, no,
this is not a
that didn't.
Gaspar Noé movie.
Yeah, thank God that didn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just thought, I was like, oh no, there's like, they were best friends, and like it
Yeah.
was
No. No.
just,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like, does her family even kind of know where he is? Like, but anyway, so I was glad that, I mean, as horrifying, and you already meant, both of you guys mentioned it, like, as horrible as this movie can be, like, it is, like, it's hard to say happy ending, right? But like an uplifting ending, like there's a positive, a redemptive kind of ending. I don't know what word to
Yeah.
use, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's yeah. This movie, the fact that like at the end they find out what happens to Grace, like they could have ended the movie without them never finding out, and
Mm,
Yeah.
that would probably have ruined the movie for me. Like I
yeah,
know
but
that sometimes there is like some beauty in like some like how dark something can get, but I don't know. I
mm,
feel like that would have just been too much.
yeah, if
Yeah, I
the movie
agree.
ended there, I agree with you. I think it would have been too much, you know. Um,
But this was satisfying how they did it.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
yeah, yeah. I just, on the subject of kind of the final monologue, because you guys talked about it a little bit. I don't remember the exact line, but I just especially like her saying, like, my spirit survived living with 18 years with you, so it can survive anything.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, is almost, I think, a really satisfying. It just sort of flips the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, because we find out she's been staying with him almost like maybe despite her father, because she doesn't think there's anything better for her. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I know things aren't always that clean in real life, but there's just something satisfying about kind of like taking the trauma and like, I don't know, like recognizing you can go above it, or recognizing, like, you survived it in the end, just something, just
Mhm.
that's always feels good.
Mhm. And it also, yeah, it felt good that like she didn't have to you get some satisfaction with the uncle getting hurt. Uncle, what, like the friend,
Mm,
whatever his name is.
yeah,
But
Uncle
it's
Bully.
more,
What he
yeah,
called
it's
him
more
before.
satisfying that Jake does it, because Jake's an asshole
Mm,
already. She doesn't have to get her hands bloodied.
Yeah.
right, right.
I also loved how because in the bar, like Jake was about to assault Beth, but then the son like stops him
Oh
physically.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I
pretty
also like
satisfying
that.
too. Yeah.
And he was just like, read it. But it was cool how he like
Yeah,
physically stopped his father from
Mhm.
hurting his
mhm.
mother.
Yeah. Everyone or many of the characters, I think, kind of get, maybe particularly those two, get finally are able to sort of stand up to Jake, right? Like the son, sort of physically, and Beth, of course, like we've talked about, kind of emotionally. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just speaking of great performances too. I love the look on Jake's face when that happens. Like almost like
Yeah,
he's
me too.
shocked that like, oh, like okay, like you're not a little kid anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, or maybe even that like that his son cared enough to step in the way, you know.
hmm And the other son too had his own like personal growth.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, with the going to, I kept calling it like juvie. I'm not sure what they called it exactly, but like the boys' home, um, and like learning about like his heritage and like doing, I think you call it a haka,
Haka,
like
yeah.
that. Like, yeah. No, that was great too. And I think again, like kind of like I think maybe was like one of, there's a lot of it, but like there was clearly also like a running theme of like how do I, like it wasn't an accident that we're looking at like indigenous New Zealanders, like Maori people living in like we use the word modern, but like post-colonial New Zealand, and like the first shot of the movie is
Oh
that
yeah.
billboard, yeah, which is
I
great, like
love
a
that.
billboard of,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful landscape, turns out to be like an ad, and you back up and it's just this like disgusting highway. So I think it's
Yeah,
like
that
there is
was
kind of this running thing of like almost, I don't know, either forgetting your heritage or like kind of grasp onto it. Anyway.
yeah, I thought that first scene was such a cool effect because I thought like I was
Mhm.
looking at the landscape of New Zealand and I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. And it was, but it was from a billboard. And then you
Right,
see like
right.
the reality, and I was like, wow.
Hmm.
Funny enough, I'm looking it up right now. The other two books are all about Jake. It's very
Hmm.
weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like how he changes and becomes a better person.
Mm.
But see, like, for me, there's no redeeming after seeing the first movie
No, I agree.
for
Yeah.
him.
Mm.
It's weird, yeah. Maybe that's why there was a second movie, and I think maybe that's why it wasn't as popular.
Mm.
But yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I like how this one ended, to be
No,
honest.
I agree. I think, yeah, I think they did a great job, and I think that's they didn't need to do anything else.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. The ending, even that I guess it's the final shot of the movie of them literally like he's yelling at them and they just drive away. Like they don't
Yeah.
even look back. It's just a great sort of moment.
Hmm.
Literally putting someone in the rear view.
Scene reminded me of like Everything Everywhere All at Once, kind of. Even though I know like it has nothing,
Hmm.
just the fact that it's in a parking lot.
I don't
Oh,
remember
It's just like the end of a movie. I'm like, oh, that's kind of I've seen
Oh.
this before.
yeah.
Nothing similar, but just how my brain works, I guess.
No, I get
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, I was gonna say, as long as we're all comfortable and we've said our piece, do we want to get into ratings?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
9.
Wow.
Mm, nice.
I know Dan only said
Yeah.
wow just as a filler, like just because he's still thinking of his.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit. A little bit. You got me. I'm like stuck between an 8 and a 9. So I guess I'll say 8.5.
Yeah, I
Cool.
was stuck between 8.5 and 9.
Wow.
Just saying
Yeah.
8.7, 7.5.
Yeah.
But I'll give it the 9 because honestly, after I saw it like 2 days ago and it's still been on my mind.
Mhm. I agree.
So yeah,
I've been
I'll give
thinking
it a
about
9.
it too.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I mean, just like the fact that like it has such a small budget, like yeah, it's awesome. It's really incredible, like what they were able to do. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, you know what it reminded me of a little bit, not to prolong the conversation, but both in terms of the like the sort of the low budget element and the fact it's like sort of this very tragic story, but sort of focused story. It's got kind of Dancer in the Dark vibes, you know?
kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Just like how
Not
horrible
that.
things can go.
Yeah, like I know Dancer in the Dark so like stylist aesthetically, I don't even know what you'd use. Aesthetically drab.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I just sort of got it just gave me those feelings a little bit.
If it had some musical bangers, it's easily like a 10 out of 10 immediately.
Yeah, that's true. It is funny. Whenever I think of Dancer with the Dark, I like almost forget it's a music. There's so much going on in that movie that it's also a
Well, yeah,
musical
and
in the
also
midst
the
of everything
first
else.
song doesn't show up until like 30 minutes into the movie.
Right. And it's just like a stomp cover, practically.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I want to watch that and get depressed again.
Yeah.
This one had that one really good song, the "What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What's the
Oh, but
time?"
that's a soundtrack though. But you're right. It did have some good music.
Yeah, no, but that was actually like catchy, that song for
Hmm.
me.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
You're gonna be
Yeah,
singing that in your car. Yeah.
I think we lost Brendan. I think
Oh
he's
yeah.
saying yes.
He's saying a lot.
Oh, I hear?
Whatever he's saying.
Yeah,
There he is.
Can you guys?
yeah, you're here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I
So
think that's
what
I
did you
think that's
say?
the no. I think that's the answer to your question. Have it playing in your car. He's like, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
what was? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, Dan, you're right. I would play it in my car.
Okay, good. Thanks.
All right. I know it's been very, very short notice since we've talked last. So, has anyone seen anything, experienced something that they want to talk about?
I have
Uh,
not.
Okay, that's fair.
I watched at least one movie that I can
Okay.
mention that was really good. I
Oh,
watched
good.
yeah, The Age of Innocence, the Martin Scorsese movie.
Oh,
Ever heard of it?
Scorsese.
Yeah,
Age
it's
of
sort of different
Innocence.
for him. Yeah, he's so we've talked about it before. Scorsese's like all over the place. I love Scorsese, but like this is like a uh Gilded Age New York like romance. Like I think maybe it's 1870s is when it takes place. It stars Daniel Day Lewis
A young
is
Daniel Lewis, then, right?
young Daniel Day Lewis, yeah, has just proposed to a woman played by Winona Ryder,
What?
but starts to like have feelings for her cousin Michelle Pfeiffer. Um, and I sort of watched it like I'd heard of it and wanted to watch it because, like I said, I love Scorsese and I obviously love Daniel Day Lewis. But kind of was like, I don't know, this movie's not really my vibe. Like, I hate that shit where like you watch one of these sort of like in this era or like I don't know what's that author like who did like Emma? Hold on, Emma. Like
Oh,
Jane
oh my God,
Austen.
Jane Austen. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I knew it was Jane something. And it's kind of like you read it or you watch the movie, and it's a lot of like, oh, okay, this is kind of interesting, but it's only interesting because no one ever says what they want to say. Everyone's basically gossiping about shit that doesn't matter. Like, I can't believe he touched his hand. He's a married man, you know? But this movie, I feel like actually kind of is like about the absurdity of that whole thing, you know? Like, it's sort of, it's not satire. I would not go that far, but it's sort of, I think, self-aware. Like I think it's kind of about the like self-imposed limitations that like all these people are placing on themselves, that they're like not allowed to like um associate with certain people or like are expected to behave a certain way. Anyway, it was like very good actually. I really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't say I was surprised I enjoyed it, but it wasn't quite what I expected, so I would recommend it.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Funny enough, I actually watched a Scorsese film too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh yeah.
Kind of similar, funny enough, to Once Were Warriors, because like indigenous people, come on. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it was good. It was a long film. Definitely that kind of comes in hand with Scorsese. Um, but yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. All the performances were really good. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about without spoiling the film, so I'm not gonna say too
Mhm.
much. Yeah, it was a great experience. I saw two other films. I saw Perks of Being a Wallflower, and this has been like a
Mm.
recommendation of Brendan for since like I've known him since I
Yeah.
like yeah, and I finally saw it and it was amazing. It's probably is like the best coming of age movie ever.
Oh wow, that is
It's
really high praise.
so good. It's the
Yeah.
soundtrack is great. Like all the characters are great. Funny enough, like Ezra Miller is in this, and Ezra Miller like
Mm.
now is like a crazy person,
Right.
but in the movie
Yeah.
he's fantastic. He's like
Mm.
such a compelling character. Like everyone is so compelling. Like I don't know. It's so like I wish I watched this when I was younger. That's kind of how I felt the
Mm.
entire time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, but
It looks
yeah,
like.
I had a great time watching Perks of Being a Wallflower. And the last thing I saw, and this is like probably the worst thing I saw, was a movie called Red Rooms, and it's like a
Mm.
French film that came out a couple of years ago. It's not. It was really not my favorite. It was I don't even know how to even go about it. Like the beginning was very interesting because like it's like a long drawn out court court scene, but
Uh-huh.
it's in France, so obviously they have wacky laws like we do, and everyone dresses funny.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Which, by the
Uh,
way, I just looked this up. It says it's Canadian. Are you sure it takes place in
oh, I'm
France, or
sorry,
did I just
French
go back?
Canadian, French Canadian,
Okay.
French.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, but they still dress funny.
Right. Right.
You're right. It is. You're right. It is technically French Canadian because yeah, they're in Quebec or whatever.
Technically. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was not my favorite movie. It's
Mm.
like it revolves around like the dark web and stuff like that, and like Tor
Mm.
browsers
Mm.
and whatever. But it was not my favorite. I felt like they could have done a lot more.
Mm. The name of it, I thought you were going to say it was like it's related
Hmm.
to The Shining somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie like that came out recently? Doctor something.
Oh, Doctor
Still
Sleep.
on list that movie.
Doctor
It's like a
Sleep.
sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, um, I didn't like Doctor Sleep.
I haven't seen it.
Like they gave like a they gave like a power system to like the.
I hate that shit.
Oh, have you not seen it either, Dan?
No, and I kind of actively I might watch it, but I was not seeking it out because it did give me vibes of like I don't know, the first one's like so haunting and like how little is explained. And I was like, I don't really need to return to this world. Like I'm happy
Yeah,
just to leave it confusing.
the only good part about the movie is that the fact that they go back to the Overlook, and I'm like, "Oh, that's really cool." But then, okay, that's a
Yeah,
huge spoiler, but
that's okay.
but it's okay. Yeah, Doctor Sleep was not my favorite. But yeah, let's wrap things up with Dan recommending a movie.
Yeah.
To you
Yeah,
guys listening, it's going to not be that big of a break, but for us, it's going to be a big break. So
yeah.
yeah,
It
Dan,
seems like we're
what do you want to recommend?
well, it sounds like we're gonna come back mid-October. So I thought I
Yeah.
would recommend something horror or kind of horror adjacent.
Hmm.
Probably I'd call this horror for me because I'm a scaredy pants. Um, The Devils, 1971. Have you guys seen this movie or heard of it?
No,
The
this looks
Devils or
crazy.
Devils?
Okay. The
Oh,
Devils.
It's a Polish film.
The Devils.
No, that's the devil. This is the Devils plural. 1971. The
Ken
Polish movie
Ken
came out the year
Russell?
after. Ken Russell, correct.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I
You're
haven't
right.
yeah,
seen this.
no, it's cool. I literally only
I
looked at. I'm
misread.
only.
I misread this. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, you're good. You're good. I think I'm looking exactly what you're looking at. I heard of it a while ago because I had like an afternoon where I was just for some reason fascinated by Oliver Reed. Maybe I just watched Gladiator. He's like the old guy in that. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, and he, as a side note, is just sort of was like a crazy dude. But anyway, this movie was like super controversial when it came out. Um, it's like actually, it's like semi based on true events, but it's like I think it's like a priest or something is like looking like it's like a looking for witches, or they think the nuns are witches or something. I'm not sure. It's like something I think it's like a commentary on like I don't know, maybe abuses of power and like organized religion or something. It's supposed to be just like kind of bonkers. But I thought it sounded interesting, so that's what I'm choosing.
Oh,
That's
cool.
okay. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Me too.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I I am a little worried because it might be a little hard to find, but
Oh,
it,
really?
m- let's. I was gonna say let me investigate a little further. No, I think I might have
Okay.
found it.
Apparently it's on Shutter, which I don't have, but
Okay, I have to also make sure I'm not getting the Polish one.
mm.
Oh yeah, Ken Russell. Okay, cool. I think I found it. Okay, cool. Um, cool. Oh, on my thing I'm looking at similar movies. Possession and The Holy Mountain. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow, the
Oh,
Holy Mountain.
cool.
What's Possession?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Brendan, that was the fakest. Oh, cool. Great. I love Holy Mountain. I love that
No,
episode.
we've seen Holy Mountain.
I know, but
Yeah.
but that's why I'm laughing because you're probably like I hated the Holy Mountain.
No, I thought it was interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The fakest
Yeah.
compliment you can
Well,
give.
interesting is a great word because it really tells you nothing, you know?
Yeah, right.
Well, because like
It's
I
not like
don't
you
remember
found
it
it.
a
It's not
lot.
like you
I
found
don't.
it interesting.
I don't remember it too much for me to give a nice like mini review real quick.
No, it's
That's all right.
okay.
It's been a long
Yeah, it's
time.
perfect. Yeah, it has been a while since we've seen it. Maybe
Yeah.
I should recommend it again. Maybe that
Here's
should be my
something that,
recommendation every week.
yeah, right. Come back around. Here's something that, by the way, as I haven't looked too much into this, but I guess there's two versions of this movie. There's like I just see people referring to cut and uncut, like I guess a director's cut versus theatrical cut. Um, I don't know which is more readily available or which we'll be able to find, but we should
Hmm.
probably try to coordinate what version we watch.
Okay. I guess whichever one's the
Mm.
theatrical, if we can
Okay.
find that out.
The one on
Cool.
Shutter, based on the comments, seems to be the like theatrical cut, I think.
Okay.
Um, so anyway, yeah, and that's 109 minutes. So we're gonna watch the 109-minute version.
109. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure.
No, it's
If you hear Polish, it's not the right movie.
You've gone too far. You're 1
Yeah,
year in
you
the
got
future.
uh,
But cool. Yeah. I was gonna say. So yeah, if you want to follow along, watch The Devils by Ken Russell. Um, yeah, and yeah, thank you for listening, and yeah, check us out whenever you get a chance on Spotify or whatever.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
It is on Shutter. What is Shutter?
Shutter's
It's
like
like
known for horror movies.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
A lot of these are free. A lot of these look like crap, I will say. But
Is this one free?
what do you say?
I just said to myself, is the devil's free? No,
The
it's not.
Devils is
But
it is free with ads.
oh, I just
Yeah.
clicked play and it said join 7-day free trial. But maybe I'm clicking the wrong button.
No. Damn it, never mind. I'm lying. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's okay. seven
Who's
day free
paying
trial.
$7.50 for all these crappy movies? What the heck? Like these are
Horror
all
enthusiasts.
no, but like
Yeah,
these all look like so bad. They're like, dude, the
they're
best movie I see on
um,
here is American Psycho.
28
Don't
weeks
judge a
later.
book by its
That
cover.
one. Yeah,
These look
yeah.
like
You can just look at the poster.
these look like crap, dude. Gags the Clown, Pelican Blood. Like, come on, dude. These look horrible.
Pelican Blood is one. Hold on, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm not kidding. Pelican. Like, I can literally Clowns in a Cornfield. That's another one.
No.
Push. Mary Shelley, just the author of
Yeah.
Frankenstein. Uh,
Wow.
Pelican
Oh
Blood
yeah.
has
I don't see Pelican Blood. I want to. I want to watch Pelican Blood.
no,
yeah,
I'll share my. I'll show you my. Yeah, no, I can share you the link to Pelican Blood.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, these suck,
Pelican
dude.
Blood
What the
is it doesn't have that bad reviews.
dude? Even on their dumb website, it says 3 out of 5,
Yeah.
and those are skewed, man. So that like
Yeah.
they probably
These people are self-selecting. All the people watching these movies. I want
yeah.
to watch Sundel Belong. That's one.
These all look like crap. Wow.
Hmm.
No shame against Shutter, I guess, but yeah, dude.
I
If
think Shutter
they ever
has
find
maybe
out
been. Good.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
was just gonna say if they ever find out how bad we're never gonna get that sponsorship.
I know. I was just thinking the same
Yeah.
thing. Watch what you say. I was going to say I think Shudder has started making their own movies, and I think like at least one of them was pretty good. I think they did that one where it's like it's a talk show. Did you remember that a couple years ago?
Oh,
I know.
I don't remember.
Devil. It was like Devil at Late Night or something.
Oh, they have Enter the Void. That's so random.
Yeah, one in like 15 movies.
It's
That's
like
pretty good.
known.
Yeah.
Oh, they have Irreversible. Okay, this is pretty based.
You just
Yeah,
gotta
now
wait for
you've
the shit.
changed your mind completely.
Now I'm like, oh, this is based. These are all probably really good. Pelican Blood is probably insane.
Yeah.
Oh, they do have a lot of Japanese ones too. What? This is so
Yeah,
random.
I
But
think they
who the?
just like pick up the
But
rights to all the horror movies no one else did. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
yeah, but these like, this is so weird. Who the fuck gets a whole like membership just for horror movies?
there people love like there's like
Enthusiast.
horror enthusiasts. Like yeah, like Brendan said, there's
Yeah,
people that like I feel like just watch horror, and good for them. Like I'm not judging. It's just
Yeah,
like I feel
I
like it's
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you guys are right. It just seems crazy to me.
Nosferatu's on here. That's fun.
Oh, that's like on YouTube for free. Not to, okay.
Yeah.
I should stop talking. Um. Also, the new one wasn't that good. I did not like the new Nosferatu.
That we watched. I thought you liked it okay. Am I crazy?
The
I
new
don't
one?
remember. You're talking about the one we watched it on here, didn't we?
Did we?
Nosferatu.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we did
Eggers.
watch
no,
Nosferatu on
Yeah.
here. That's
And I
the new
guess
one.
none of
hilarious.
us were really that crazy about it.
Yeah, I think we all gave it like a 6 or a 7.
Mm,
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Oh wow, I completely forgot about that. That's so funny.
Like what?
What?
What are we doing
What?
here?
What? Oh, it's on the Criterion channel. Go get a Criterion membership. Don't get Shudder.
Mm.
I'm being annoying. But cool. All right. Well, yeah, watch
This
Shudder.
should be our next. If we ever do another podcast, we should just watch the whole Shutter catalog.
No, I'll pass.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we should try to find the lowest rated movie on Shudder and watch that. I would be down to do that.
Oh, it's going to be steep competition.
Well, no,
I'm
I
really
mean,
getting into.
they probably have like there's probably like a letterbox list, and then we can sort from there.
That's true.
Actually, I can do that right now. I'm very
Okay.
curious. If it's Pelican Blood, you guys owe me a something.
Oh, okay.
Something.
I'm not going to agree to a blank check like that, but okay.
Shutter. Okay, list. Oh yeah, you're right. They do have. Oh, when Evil Lurks, they actually did that. That's hilarious. Because that's a scary. That's a good movie.
That's what I'm saying. They like. I think like it's at least like distribution. Like someone at Shutter has a good eye for horror
I
movies.
guess you're
You
right.
know, they
Oh, they
just
have some
also pick
really
up
good
everything.
movies. Oh wow, they have Black
Yeah,
Christmas. Wow, they have Possession. Oh, they're based. Never mind. I'll shut
yeah.
up. All
It's
right.
just their streaming service sucks.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. All right, I'm gonna sort it by average rating, lowest first. So their worst movie they have is called The Bunker Game. I'll be down to
The
watch that.
Bunker Game.
Yeah.
The Bunker Game.
the
Laura,
bunker.
25, is an actress in a LARP game where the participants play the survivors of an atomic war or live underground in a sealed bunker. After
Oh God.
several accidents, the game is interrupted and the players leave the bunker while the staff remains behind to investigate the disappearance of Greg, the mastermind of the game.
That sounds cool.
No, it doesn't.
Mm.
LARPing?
Yeah. It sounds like what's didn't they make an escape room series of horror
Yes,
movies?
yes, they
Is
did
this
do
just
that.
that kind of?
Yeah, they did do that. There's another one called Children of the Corn, the new one, and I heard that
Oh,
one is pretty bad.
there's a new Children of the Corn that's based in
Yes.
an escape room.
Oh no! That's
Oh,
that was another very low one on that list. I'm sorry. I should have.
oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
got
yeah.
you. I got you.
No, yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. Please check out the Devils.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out?
Nope.
Nah.
Cool.
Have a good
All right.
day.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Check us out on Spotify. Bada bing, bada
Bye.
boom. Bye.